Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play.
Hello everyone, welcome to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what we do on this channel, hit on the subscribe button. Also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we drop a new video. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this platform, we drop videos every day and we react to every video that come our way. And on this very video, I will be watching with you. And after watching, let's go to the comment section and drop our opinion constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. See you next time in my next.
Come to Obidate Family TV, the program where we start now Hope Alive. Yes, hope day. Every day we go they do our own part, and all the obedience everywhere they do their own part, and we dey encourage una make una continue to dey hold on because we don dey near the promised land. Today we get plenty things wey we say we wan discuss with obedience, and as those things they come on, make we dey touch notification, make other people know. Say anxiety, fear, and anxiety don't begin to enter the camp of them. Tinu, fear don't they enter all of them. Even the ministerial nominees will be saying then they carry come. We don't they hear background news say some of them myself don't they fear say whether na 1 month I been na 2 months then go take do minister. Even as in the talk say wicked name don't enter, another person name don't, we don't fit call all of them, but we don't they hear from background say fear don't they enter from that side. Then the question where they ask now be say whether they want do 1 month or be 2 months of a ministerial job. Now in the so fear don't they enter. Make we they get hope. Every obedience will be say then they for Nigeria and then they abroad. May they know say hope they plenty. Again, coming on this hour, the things will be say one share. ENΔ3SS don't carry their own mouth. Call Tinu criminal. Una go hear them as it take happen, as our people record them, where we say they carry that gist, they go for the ENΔ3SS where hold space for Twitter. We get them, they come on. Una go hear and koro as they take the final. And then one of the things where we say they bring come for our people again, say if una they watch all the dairies, that is all the newspapers where they for Nigeria, una go see say everything where they bring, they bring waiting they come out from this tribunal again. No be say tribunal, no they see, then they see it, but then they discuss waiting they have with their judgments, because judgment time don't they reach. Now in that fear where they come for the camp. Una go see Guardian, then go talk their own. Una go see Vanguard, then go talk their own. Everything where they talk there na distraction. Distraction. Then go talk say Nigerian Labour Congress won't go on strike. Then they have meeting with FG. Then they do this one. DSS this one. DSS that one. EFCC this one. EFCC that one. All that one that they see. Now make them come out our eyes and our heart from waiting day. With me to discuss all of this one and many other things where they come. For studio here, Angel there and Esther there.
Hello, obedient. Now welcome once again to the show Hope Alive. Make we try keep all our hope alive because a new and a better Nigeria they come.
Good day, my well-meaning Nigeria and fabulous obedient worldwide. Tell your neighbor, say, hope day. We are getting close to our promised land. Yes, we are getting close. Tell your neighbor, call her. Come on board. Let's discuss.
Yes, as the discussion don't continue, we go begin to reach out to everybody. Again, I say, as you dey join us now live, make you for like and share this video so that other obedience go know how the things they take go. Because as we talked yesterday, PO don also invite us on Saturday, make we for stay together around 6 p.m. and we dey get permission to carry the thing go live so that everybody go here and ask questions to PO, make him take him mouth, dey answer all of us. So make we continue to the day together, because that very new Nigeria where we dey talk, they very, very possible. Now those things we won't discuss. How we go take perform, how we go take correct all these mistakes where they happen now. But anyway, this very mistake, even before the election, PO get us it take tell us this very something in a video. Make we even start with that one before we go to the problems we're there for Nigeria. Because he don't talk how go take solve this problem, because he no say the problem they come. Before the election, he don't tell us. Make we hear for one interview when in grant, how he take tell us. We no go tell, we'll come back now.
The numerous challenges that Nigeria faces, corruption, like you mentioned, a lack of stable electricity, lack of job growth, etc. What message would you have for those who have already just simply given up?
Well, like it's happened in every other nation. What we're going through now have happened in other nations. Mm-hmm. What it requires is just leadership. If we have a competent leadership with character and capacity, you start trying to pull the country out of all this. There's nothing difficult in saying, hey, today we're generating 4,000 megawatts of electricity, that we're going to move it in 4 years, in 5 years, from 4,000 to at least 10,000. It was a rocket science. We'll do it, people will see it, people will feel it. We're going to deal with the issue of corruption. It's something that is, I preach it every day. If the leader is not corrupt, his family and those around him are not, you reduce it by 70%. And whoever is doing it knows that he's going to face the law. So if you're caught in it, no question. Nobody's above the law. And you start doing this. You see, when you start doing the right things, issue of what is even mentioned, job creation, if you tackle the intangible assets of insecurity, which is number one, deal with the issue of rule of law, law and order, invest in human capital development, you're going to start attracting people to come and invest local first, your diaspora, then foreigner.
We don't hear as our own P2B don't encourage us how that very new Nigeria go dey possible. All these very issues where they happen, all these kata where they on now, all these things go come down where we don't come back, where we don't collect our mandate back. The judgment day don't dey very, very close. And it's as they close, anxiety, fear, they catch many people. So make we continue be prayerful wherever we dey, because that mandate for sure, many things where we don't send for this very court, the witnesses don't come court, and we don't carry evidence, show election tribunal, and they are deliberating on it, even now as we dey talk. Then they deliberate on this thing, and that judgment will they wait. And I know say, as this judgment go stream out, somebody even yesterday don't predict say, the judgment will go come out, go 85% go there in favor of our own PO. So, and we don't hear them from all the other sources say things they move fine, because even inside the court where we dey, obedience dey. But make we look wetin our people they talk for inside Twitter and online, make we for they take them one by one.
We have this one from Spotlight Abby. She talks say, in trying to run away from calling for future what it is, EFCC ended up calling Tinu a criminal. Anyway, their position is irrelevant. Peter Obi and Labour Party legal team went all the way to 1780 and 1791 to establish the etymology meaning of forfeiture as interpreted by the US Supreme Court, upon which the court relied to decide several cases like the Thames versus Indiana. 2019 versus Austin and United States, 1993. The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal and the Nigerian Supreme Court cannot dodge this one. Tinubu must be disqualified. The time has passed when all these scallywags can obfuscate issues, term about, deprive a criminal from enjoying the benefit of crime. Yet it is not a fine. Jokers.
Well, we don't hear as our person take talk and we get the video of waiting happen for there from this Harry of Milan. Say the video of EFC official defining forfeiture. You know, forfeiture is not a fine, according to that very person. Said it is a tool to deprive a criminal from enjoying the benefit of his criminal activity. Thanks to Mr. Infinity for recording this. Then get the recording of waiting EFCC hosts na Twitter space where EFCC hosts people where then they talk what happens. And waiting be the type of what happens when banks fail to comply. Then they use bank as an example about the forfeitures where we say it happen for different areas. And with that very one, now then come talk say that same video, but make we hear as that very lady for that very Twitter space, how she take react to that very question about how waiting for future mean. But we'll go back to how that thing take join for that our constitution where we say then they miss the point where then they miss, because I know say there is a non-criminal forfeiture and there is criminal forfeiture. But we know how Supreme Court also don't treat this very matter. But make we hear that voice. Make we not be saying now we talk say Tinubu be criminal. Where we know say waiting he be sha. But at the same time, make we hear from that EFCC platform how them take call and say na criminal waiting he do. Make we listen.
No, it is not a fine. It is a tool to deprive the criminal from engaging or enjoying the benefits of his criminal activity. It is not a fine. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
And yes, I can hear you. Did you get that?
No, I didn't.
Forfeiture, let me take it again. Forfeiture is not a fine. It is not a fine.
Okay.
It's the
Forfeiture
tool.
is not fine.
Is not a fine. It's a tool to deprive the criminal from enjoying the benefits of his criminal activities. It's to deprive him, to stop him from enjoying his illegal acquired wealth. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, when I don't hear them, a talk say it no be fine, but we go soon get to waiting the distant talk. That is waiting we dey even bring am from the constitution itself. But before we do that one, make we see another person where we say for Twitter where then they talk the same thing about this same forfeiture. How they take talk am, make we even look am.
Yes, so Santa Chidi said, forfeiture is used to remove the tools of crime so they cannot be used again. This is what the EFCC official was trying to say. Anyways, there cannot be forfeiture without a crime.
Yes, and then we now have on the question and answer side, why is asset forfeiture used? Asset forfeiture is used to remove the tools of crime so they cannot be used again. Recover property for victims of crime. Deter crime by taking away the profit and punish the wrongdoer. What things can be forfeited? It becomes a question. Then the answer becomes there are different legal theories of forfeiture. Property that the wrongdoer will not have had, but for the crime can be forfeited as proceeds. For example, cash acquired through an unlawful activity such as drug dealings, or a car bought with cash from drug dealings can be forfeited under the proceeds. Now, I want us to go to what the law speaks about the non-conviction-based criminal forfeiture and the right to own property in Nigeria, so that I can bring those people who are now arguing on Twitter space about this. Hold it there. Now, we said the escalation in the volume of economic and financial crimes, particularly in Nigeria, necessitate the need to design measures to make such crime profitable for the criminals. One of those measures is to order the forfeiture or confiscation of the corrupt enrichment or criminal proceeds to the victims of the crime. In addition to the punishment like imprisonment, binding over, or fines. Now, the victim of economic and financial crimes may be individual, corporate bodies, government, or unincorporated bodies. The punishment for criminal forfeiture of property is more appropriately imposed when the alleged property involved the government. But when the victim of property offense is not the government, the sanctions of restitution or restoration of property to the original owner may be invoked. The devised nature of economic crime include corrupt enrichments, smuggling, advance fee fraud, cyber crime, bank fraud, contract scam, money laundering, trafficking in illicit drugs, human trafficking, and so on. Undoubtedly, the impact of these crimes on the economy is so enormous that it is capable of undermining the stability of the country. Now, in spite of this, the size of the huge criminal profits makes it an alluring to criminals. Therefore, the divestment of material gains of crime is a welcome trend in criminal justice administration. Between 2003 and June 2004, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission recovered money and assets derived from crime worth over a certain amount of money. Now, let's look at it from the perspective of what we are talking about, which has to deal with the Constitution. The Constitution itself, in the section that is being used at the Election Petition Tribunal, we need to look at it from that perspective. Now, as we can see in the screen, that very section 1371D of the 1919 Constitution, as amended, says a person shall not be qualified for election to the office of the president if he is under a sentence of death imposed by any competent court of law or tribunal in Nigeria, or a sentence or imprisonment or fine for any offense involving dishonesty. That is where I want us to look at. That is where the issue really is. They said, or a sentence or imprisonment, fine for any offense involving dishonesty or fraud by whatsoever name called, or for any other offense imposed on him by any court or tribunal, or substituted by a competent authority for any other sentence. So what this very section is really talking about is an offense that is for a fine or any offense involving dishonesty or fraud. Now, that's forfeiture that everybody keeps talking about. What is it? Is it a fine? The Supreme Court has their own definition of it that we have talked about severally in the case of Mohammed Abacha. We have that also. So it has to do with dishonesty, an offense. If you have any fine, or he said, or fine for any offense involving dishonesty or fraud, it is on itself fraud. Now, we know that the matter in question is 460,000 naira drug dealings, 460,000 US dollars drug dealings. It was not disputed at the Court of Appeals on the tribunal. It was not even the witnesses, people who witnessed this thing, they were able to see that the tribunal, the witness was very clear at the tribunal that that very money was drug money. There was no dispute. then what is it? Is it that that very money is not money that is coming as a result of dishonesty? Or is it that that very forfeiture is not proceeds from a crime? It is a proceed from a crime because there was an indictment. Only that Tinu himself did not show up on that. And then the United States decided to collect their money, which EFCC usually does in Nigeria here. If they confiscate and they ask you to come and you did not show yourself, then what they will do, they will go to court and then tell the court that they want to take over that very property. That is what happened. He didn't show up. The money was there. As a matter of fact, the money that was in that account, it was very clear with his address, and the amount exceeds that $460,000. But the statute that US wants to collect that money from has a limit. So they only collected that very money, and Tinu continued to use the remaining money that was from that account to purchase other houses in the US. That is very, very clear. But I know say we don't talk about this very something, and it's already at the tribunal. So we wait for the judgment because we have all countered our own argument on our own side. Tinubu's Olani Pekun has argued his own part, and finally we have submitted it, and it is before the election petition tribunal. So let's see, but we want to say clearly that EFCC have actually agreed to what we are talking about, and they went further to say that it's criminal. We heard it from EFCC's platform that any money that anything that you forfeit that is a proceed of criminal activity. In other words, it's clear that Tinu acted in a criminal form. Angie, I know say your mother they do mui.
Yes, so my fabulous obedience. This thing they white. No be say we dey watch am with a glass. No, it dey clear, crystal clear. Say EFCC they won't defend person. I no want talk the one where I go talk. They will say, ah, you don't talk this one, you don't talk the other one. Yes, you want to defend someone by saying yes, it's not, but you don't call a criminal. What you can't defend? It don't mean anything. Now the same thing with they talk. The same thing. Now everybody they talk. It's a criminal offense. He must be disqualified. US no go just come say, oh you, Mr. Okonkwo, oh yeah, we won't collect money from you. No, it's not. Because they have investigated for a long time and they found him guilty. And he will be Tinubu no say, if na that time, if he to say him go US, him for day inside. Now he make him no one go, make them collect money.
Okay, away from this one now, make we go to a distinguished field marshal waiting she talk, General Oluchi, our own person, as he take talk and for Peter Obi and Yusuf Baba Ahmed manifesto, page 13, now she say, make we look today, say to secure Nigeria, all these things where they happen, he say, we get many things where we say, bring for us to take secure Nigeria. Make we bring them out, make people where we say they never see them. Made them for here the new Nigeria where would they go waiting one take to secure Nigeria.
Okay, she took mouth for this one. Say Peter Obi and you see Baba Ati manifesto to secure Nigeria. We will one deal decisively with insecurity by putting a permanent end to the incessant banditry, insurgency, kidnapping, and cross-border terrorism in our country today. To achieve this, we shall take the following immediate actions. Activate all the necessary regional cooperations and arrangements for securing our borders with neighboring countries in West and Central Africa, particularly Niger, Chad, and Cameroon. Another one is increase the personnel of our armed forces, police, and other security agencies, and optimally equip, train, and fund them to respond adequately to security threats. See part of it, she can't talk say deploy state-of-the-art military technology to fight terrorists, bandits, insurgents, and kidnappers. recreate community relations with security agencies in order to increase public trust and build human intelligence to restore law and order in the communities. She come talk say pursue proactively and deliberately policies that will implement the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state police in the constitution so as to create a secure society that reduces the social pressure for crimes and provide viable livelihood for the youth. This will be in the fulfillment of the obligations of government to ensure the security and welfare of the people. Then number 4 part of it, she come talk say engage, support and partner with national and international institutions and governments and network them into an integrated and reinforced onslaught against insecurity. This requires the centralized and professional management of security institutions and the use of granting aid to encourage efficient criminal justice administration at sub-national levels, namely the state, local government, community security administration. To deal with cross-border crimes, we will also adjust security modalities to address gaps and vulnerabilities arising from our obligations under the ECOWAS protocol on the movement of persons. Na so she take talk this one.
Yes, so, well, this one they come out from our own manifesto. Na so Oluchi post and we say we like all these things we could remember because wetin we dey talk now na about hope. That very hope now we dey give. Obedience will be anywhere where dem dey. Now for all of us to come together.
Ladies and gentlemen, good day my brothers and sisters, my mommies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, good day my brothers and sisters, my mommies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all.